Alright, hey guys, remember it's TCG, and today is Halloween, and I wanted to make a spooky deck profile for you guys. Hope you guys enjoy. So this is Ghostrick. Ghostrick is a deck that is getting support in Battle of Chaos, but as I was making this deck profile, I was gonna like restrain from using the Battle of Chaos stuff, but then I found that this deck already struggles as it is, and this Battle of Chaos support can help, and it'll give you guys an idea for when the support gets here. So here we got three of the new Ghostrick Siren. So Ghostrick Siren is pretty good, just because it is a spell and trap search, and it allows you to switch an effect monster your opponent controls to face on defense. It is not a target, so it's definitely really nice to have here at 3. And since it's a new one, it makes sense that this is a really good one, or else what would they be doing? So Ghostrick Mummy, it allows you to normal summon one more time. This occasionally gets off, and yeah, it's nice when it does, but you only need one. Ghostrick's Jiangxi. So this one lets you search out a Ghostrick monster depending on the levels. It has its bulk, so it is one of the stronger bulkier Ghostricks, even though they're all very weak to a certain extent. So this is nice to have at 3. It's definitely a bulky beast that you're gonna want to at least survive an attack with. So this Ghostrick Fairy is just more of a one of you're gonna want to have here. So its effect is that when this card is flipped face up, you can target one Ghostrick card in your graveyard, set that card, but banish it when it leaves the field. And then you can change face up monsters your opponent controls to face on defense up to a number of set cards you control. So that's nice when it happens. Yeah, and there is occasions where you can actually get this off more, especially with the Link monster. So here I got 2 Ghostrick Doll. Ghostrick Doll, during the end phase, that when it's flipped face up, you can change as many face-up monsters on the field to face on defense position. Then you can special summon one Ghostrick monster from your deck and face on defense position, whose level is less than or equal to the number of monsters flipped face down by this effect. So having 2 of this, this one is a bit slower, but I feel that having a sort of like a board flip is pretty nice. And even though it is slow, I think having it at 2 is pretty good. Ghostrick Lantern. I think this guy is one of the... I feel like this card is like super iconic, just that art. But yeah, there is for a reason. When an opponent declares a direct attack, or when you have a when a Ghostrick monster is targeted for an attack, you can negate it and then summon this guy. That's nice, very nice, and it goes well with Spectre, where if they do negate that attack and then they have another monster to attack with, then you get your Spectre out here, and then Spectre, when he's destroyed or when he's special summoned by his effect, you can draw a card. So I think 3/3 is fitting. Ghostrick Mary. The thing is, you do have to take damage for Ghostrick Mary, but if you do, you can discard it and then special summon from your deck any Ghostrick monster. I can see why you would people would run it at 3. I think 2 was good enough with my testing, and yeah, that's for the Ghostrick monsters. So here I run 2 Nibiru's. So Nibiru is interesting because this is a good way to slow down combo breakers. Since there's a lot of since this deck is very slow, and if you're going against a combo deck, you're gonna be in for some trouble. So Nibiru is nice to have at 2, even at 3 if you guys want to do that. I can totally see you running 3. But yeah, what's a cool interaction with this card is that it makes you tribute as many face-up monsters on the field. So if you have face-down cards, you keep your face-down cards, which is very nice and a cool interaction now. And here we got 3 Ash Blossoms. Ash Blossom, a generic hand trap, pretty good. There's a reason people run like 3 in every deck. You guys know Ash Blossom. Allure of Darkness. It's a way to burn through your hand. If you want, you could go for a Pot of Disparity as a way to keep your monsters if you don't want to banish one of them, since you are pretty tight on monsters already. Yeah. I think 3 is good. I'm trying to go for like a more budget option. I don't think you guys are trying to like spend $100 on each copy just to run a Ghostrick. So I try to keep that in mind while I'm building this. Here we got 3 Ghostrick Shot. So Ghostrick Shot was one of the new Battle of Chaos cards, and this lets you special summon a Ghostrick card, and then it lets you then you can change one face down Ghostrick monster you control to face up attack. So that it just allows you to trigger their flip too, in case you would like set them that turn. And then you can banish this card from your grave, then target one Ghostrick Exceed monster you control, and then attach this as an extra material, which is nice because I guess when we get to it, I'll tell you guys. But Called by the Grave, standard, good way to stop some hand traps in case they get in your way. Ghostrick Mansion is pretty cool, just because out of all the other field spells, this one does, I feel like, it's the best one, just because it does let you attack directly. It does give you the opportunity to attack directly, and all effect damage and battle damage is halved except by Ghostrick monsters, so your opponent has to deal 16,000 damage in one turn if he wants to one-shot you, assuming that this stays on. Mystic Mine, very toxic card. I don't like it, but I think here for this slow deck it is very nice to have, and there is some interesting interaction with the trap that I'll show you guys. Here's Sword of Concealing Light. I think this card is pretty nice just because if your opponent already establishes a board and you activate this, they're gonna be forced into having to make a play. They're gonna have to activate their effect right now if they have a monster board out to negate this, like if they have an Omni negate, and if not, then you get to flip everything. 3 Imperm, you want to slow down your opponent as much as you can, and that's why I'm going a lot with these hand traps. Ghostrick Scare, I think this card is pretty good, just because it does let you to target any number of face down defense position monsters you control. You flip them up, and then you as many Ghostrick monsters you have among them, that's how many cards your opponent controls that you can flip. It also triggers your Ghostrick flips effect. Very nice. I think having 3 of it is a must, and it can slow your opponent down, especially if you can stop them from linking. This is pretty nice. Ghostrick Renovation. So you can target one Ghostrick field spell in your field zone, return it to the hand, then you can activate one field spell from your hand or deck. So that's how you can go into your Mystic Mine, and then you can use this card to get an extra material. So here, your main boss monster, which is in a Ghostrick, it's going to be Zeus, since this is going to be your biggest hitter, and hopefully your best way to slow down your opponent just by wiping their board. And since Zeus's effect isn't once per turn, giving Zeus as many material as you can and just the ability to reset boards multiple times is a must-have. But yeah, here we got Downward Magician in case you want to go into one of your other ones and then go into Downward Magician. And there are opportunities where this can be nice. Obviously, like Ghostrick Angel of Mischief is probably the better one to go for. I think there are some points where I was like struggling to see what else like to put in the extra deck. I could see you put in, like, if you want like an Axis Kotaka or something, that could be nice, or what. Yeah, probably just that, or a Link Haribo if you want to go for that, for a generic Link 1. But yeah, I just have Downward Magician in here just so you guys have the idea. But probably Angel of Mischief is going to be your main one to go into, as this is your way to search out spells and traps, but you're probably not going to do that most of the time, since you're going to want to keep as much material as you can for Zeus, because you're going to want to attack with this, go with Zeus. And yeah, Alucard, 2 of. This is, you can pop a card. It's another iconic card that was a generic Link rank 3 exceeds. But yeah, having 2 of is good if you're, especially with like Concealing Light, being able to flip their cards and being able to pop them after they're flipped. Here we got Ghostrick Dillahan. So Ghostrick Dillahan is gonna be a way to get into, like, it lets you half your opponent's monster's attack, and before you go into the Angel of Mischief, which could be nice. And it's your rank 1. you're gonna need a rank 1 since that's the main ones we're running here. Unicorn, just a way to bounce something back. Phoenix, destroy a spell or trap. Wee Witch Apprentice is a generic dark support that is nice, and believe it or not, but it's like 1400 attack, and then with the plus 500 it's a 1900 attack. That is already pretty strong for considering what Ghostrick can get up, so that's nice. And it also boosts your other Ghostrick cards. So here's the new Link 1. This Ghostrick Festival that lets you use face down Ghostrick monsters you control as Link Material 2. And what's it called? This allows your Ghostrick monsters to attack directly while Ghostrick card is in a field zone. So this is kind of, it doesn't really matter when you have Ghostrick Mansion. But you can tribute it, special summon a Ghostrick from your deck this is when your opponent declares an attack. It's nice. Mainly you're just going to want this for the name. Since you're not going to be able to summon some of your Ghostrick, or all of your Ghostrick, if you don't have the name out. And it could be nice to just have the Ghostrick Festival just out as your Link monster. So this was like nice, decent support. And here we got Ghostrick Anima, which just a generic Link 1. And if your opponent is not careful with their placement, you can just take their monster. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think about this. I think Ghostrick is a fun deck. It can like last pretty long though, and you're definitely gonna like have to slow things down. That's why I also have here Quaking Mirror Force. I think it's fitting for like the face down, change that to face down. Could be pretty cool if you guys want to consider running that. I think it would be nice to see like more support for this archetype. I think the art on these cards is like amazing. They're like the cutest cards I've seen in a while. And yeah, I would hope that they get new support, or like it would be so cool if they could just like revamp the entire archetype and like just boost them up a bit. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this deck profile, and happy Halloween, guys. See you guys next time. Bye.